What's up folks, it's Fozza here, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having an absolutely fantastic day. I haven't said if I'm uploading this either late on Christmas Eve or early Christmas Day. It's going to be one of the two, so either way, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, hope you're all doing well. If you're watching this video a bit later than that because you've picked up FIFA a bit later than Christmas, and still hope you had a great time, hope all is doing well now. So if you can't tell by the thumbnail and title and how we started this video, this is going to be a full breakdown of how to get started in FIFA 22 Ultimate Team. I've seen other people do videos like this similar to the start of the year, but I want to focus this one now because I know it's like, obviously it's Christmas Eve as I'm recording. I know a lot of people are going to get the game probably tomorrow and be playing, maybe not for the first time at FIFA Ultimate Team, but maybe the first time this year. So I went on an account that I have played Ultimate Team 1 before, but I haven't played on this year yet at all. So we'll be able to go through the whole process of what it will ask you to do, how you're setting up your club, and then if you are completely new to FIFA Ultimate Team, then what we'll actually do is go through a full breakdown of all the game modes as well. So I will do timestamps and like the little options on YouTube to put little sections in the video. The start will be the generic how to get started, and then for the people who are newer, we'll have the full breakdown of the game modes. And maybe if it's just you've played it before, we haven't played it yet this year, and you want to understand how the game modes work, we'll also discuss that. So we'll jump straight into it. I do need to update the squad. If you do enjoy the video, big thumbs up, really appreciate it. Just smash the like button, helps the video, helps in the algorithm, helps my channel. And if you're new to the channel, if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. It is greatly appreciated. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers to get the YouTube partner program acceptance. So that's what we're working toward. Moving into 2022, we're gonna have a lot of content across Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch. There's gonna be lots going on, and now we just need to wait for the game to load in, so I'll check up with you guys in a second. So this is most likely the first screen you're going to see. It's essentially picking your starter pack. Now, a lot of people will go for a nation they like, maybe a nation they're from if you're from England. It won't affect things too much for the early stages, because realistically, even if you were starting back when the game released, the players you get from the starter pack you'll be looking to move on from very quickly. Now you're at a stage where I think the market is also very low, so even if you start on FIFA now, there's currently great promos, there's icon swaps, the market, so you'll be able to build a very meta team very quickly. We'll actually have a squad builder video out next week for another starter squad. I've already posted some below, so check the channels, I'll link them down below. I would say the best go-to, and what most people probably pick, is France. And that's because the French links are very helpful for SBCs, and there's a lot of good French players in the game. So it gives you a really good base starting point. So we're going to go with France. I think I went with Italy on my main account because I love Italian football, love the Serie A, have that bit of bias, you'll notice that in the content. But I think France is probably the best pick across the board. So you'll get your opening pack, it'll come out like this. It's not going to be anyone insanely special, it'll be normal cards to get you started. In this case we've got Zagadou, the French centre back from Dortmund, and it should open up and show you your team. So this is Mudflip FC, named after the cat, and this is what you'll see. It'll be basically almost a full French team. You get some other players in there, but you can see on the bench already you'll have enough to build a French squad. So you're going to hit advance. It's going to ask you to add a high rated loan player to the squad. So you pick a player you want to swap with, and we'll swap with the American, we'll start with the Scottish right back. We won't keep as many of the French players as possible. Again, we're not going to play in this account. This is a very much an up to you kind of thing. We're going French. We're going to have lots of Ligue 1 players most likely, so we'll go Donnarumma, you know, a nice loan Donnarumma. Quick note on the loans, try not to get them down to 0. Even if you leave one contract on them, you can use them all year in the friendly section, which we'll explain a bit more how that's useful when we discuss icon swaps. Your next stage will be picking a kit. You always get an option of 9, you'll pick the home and away, and then you'll pick a badge. We'll go for the Netherlands kit because it's very clean this year. Moriense actually have a really nice kit, but you want to avoid kit clashes, so PSG away kit, you know, it's a nice kit again. And then finally you'll get the badge option, and we'll go for Inter Milan's new badge. This is the sort of setup you're going to have all the time. Congratulations, this is your first club summary. This, you know, let's get on to the pitch, let's get things started. So as I've played before on this account, this is some of the like rewards I got. If you have played FIFA 21 when they were doing these rewards, you will also receive these. It doesn't make too much of a difference, to be honest. It's an extra loan player. You will get messages like this when you load into the game about current promos, and because we have the items, it will load us straight to the store, but we don't need to open any of those. You also get previews like this as well. It will give you this when you're doing like the squad building, everything like that. You'll get like little notifications showing you what you need to do. If you are completely brand new, you might be worth doing the learn and upgrade, just again because I'll take you through step by step.
but I've played before, so we're just going to go straight to the play now. So yeah, there's Battle of the Community. You can do weekly single player competition, and then there's also climbing the leaderboards for more rewards, and that's online. So this is the squad battle screen. I want to go back out to the main menu and try to avoid the if you're brand new, they'll throw a lot of things at you. This is the main menu, and this is your main section. So you can use it tells you about your promos, you have objectives, which we'll have a look at in a second. You have your transfers, you've got squad building challenges, and you've got your store. This is on your home. You use your left bumper or your L1 and R2. Sorry, L1 and R1. You can go across to play. You got squad battles, division rivals, foot champs, friendlies, single player draft, and an online draft. We're going to go over to my main account in a second, and we'll break down all these game modes. And then here for your club, this is where you can see your squad. You can also hold the left thumbstick down to see the squad. You'll see it highlight and go like this, and your squad will load. It's a very easy way to navigate around. I think most people use the left thumbstick pull down to access their squad. Then you can customize your stadium. We're not going to look too much into that today. Yeah, that's if you want to do that, it's very self-explanatory. You'll unlock those as you go. As you play with players in your club, you'll get stats. There'll be leaderboards to track wins, transfer profits, stuff like that. And then there are settings to manage your club and your account. So what I want to look at in the account here is the objectives and the squad building, because I think objectives are one of the things you're probably going to want to work on completing. So, if, for example, we've just started season 3 of FIFA Ultimate Team, so if you're picking up the game right now, it's actually a really good stage because the season has only just started on Thursday. It's Friday as I'm recording this, so there's plenty of stuff. So, if we go all the way over to the right, you will get events. There's no active event at the minute. Sometimes they put things here, you can pick a lone player to use, and then you can use that to get extra rewards. It's nothing over the top. Here you've got season 3. There's 40 days of the season left, and there's, I think it's 30 levels that you can work through. Through this, you get a mix of different stadium themes. You'll get packs through, and this is very similar each season. It'll be a mix of packs, custom balls. At level 15, you get 3 players. I actually posted a full video breaking down these players and who you should pick. I'll have that link down below because I don't want to take up too much time in this video on that. But essentially, this is the season progress. Every time a new season starts, this resets. You go back to level 1, and you work your way through, ultimately trying to get the 100,000 points to get the level 30 players. In this case, these guys are 87 rated. When season 4 comes around, they'll be 88, and so on. That's the progression path. It tries to keep with the power curve of the game. That's your overall season progress, and then you have objectives. So you'll have daily objectives. Each week of the season, you'll have objectives come out that you can then complete to get the XP. Here you also sometimes see promotion players. We don't have any right now, which is a shame. To show you guys, you've got general ones. You can see there that after you complete week 1 bronze, you get silver and gold. But sometimes you'll have players there. So a couple of weeks ago, we had Osimhen, the striker from Napoli, and it was you had to play in a certain. Typically, you have to play in squad battles or rivals, or for most player objectives now, they put it inside the friendlies mode. They put a specific game mode in friendlies, and you just play friendly, so you're not having to worry about playing at your skill rating in rivals, which is something to discuss in a second. But objectives typically have timers on them, so some of these are season long. Each week of things are there for basically 2 weeks. So week 1's there for 2 weeks, week 3 will be there for 2 weeks, and so on. But then you have milestones, which are here more permanently, and this is something that's this is the big section of objectives for you guys if you're new to the game. There's icon swaps at the minute, and you can, in total for icon swaps, there's 18 tokens you can get. 9 right now, and in 17 days when this ends, you'll be another 9, so you'll have 18 in total. And we'll look at the picks quickly, but again, there's a full video breaking down icon swaps. I'll have that link below. It's just, I don't want to have this be a 40-minute video breaking everything down. This is how to get started on FIFA Ultimate Team with the basics, and if you want to dive deeper, where I sort of talk a bit more in depth, those videos will work for you. But essentially, these are challenges or objectives that you have to complete, and then for each one you'll get a token for it, and you can use that token to redeem stuff like icon packs, certain icon players and whatnot. There are some for the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, and then these 3 are all in friendlies, and then the top one is a mix of all squad battles. But most importantly right now, you want to get players very quickly to start building a team that we can call meta, that fits the fundamentals. You can see here there's a lot of stuff. Some of it is really worth doing. So for example, if you get 500 assists with a squad rating of 85 plus, you get Jumbo Rare Players Pack, which is 100,000 coins in the market. You can play squad battles on amateur with the 85 plus rated squad, and you can do this for assists and goals, sort of fabricate your way to get it quicker if you want to get the packs, which I would recommend doing if you have the time. If not, you can just wait to naturally get it. But it's the things like this. So you've got objectives for different leagues. So we'll start with the Eredivisie. So this here one, you have to play in friendlies, and you can get the Macintosh centre back, actually a fantastic centre back. Here in the foundations, there's 3 different players you can get from it. So there's 4 Eredivisie players in total. The same applies here for the Liga Portugal. You've got a Rafa, you've got a left back, you've got a centre back with strong links, you've got a Reeby, who's actually a fantastic card. You've got the English Championship League, you've got Laurent, and then you've got a striker, a centre back, and a left wing back. And then we also have player objectives within the main leagues. So you've got a Liga 1 player, a Premier League player, Serie A player, La Liga player, and a Bundesliga player. And there's also Silver Stars, which comes out every week. And there's a mega matchup at the minute for winter wildcard tokens, which in that icon video I discussed, this link below, we also discussed the winter wildcard tokens for you guys. So these are all objectives. You don't have to do them all, but I would recommend, if you're brand new to the game, completing some of them. For me, probably the Eredivisie or the Liga Portugal are the best ones to focus on. The Eredivisie, you have a really good way because it gives you a goalkeeper, a centre back, and a right back. You've got like a really easy way to get strong links in there, and we'll discuss chemistry in a second for you guys. But it just helps with those links. And there's a striker you can use, and then there's lots of Eredivisie players in general this year. And then finally there is foundations, which are the starting ones. You complete these very easily. It'll be like play a couple of games, reach Division 9, get 100 chemistry in your team, stuff like that. That'll just come from being at the start of the game, but you can get tutorials on how to do them as you flick through. That's everything from the objectives point of view. I want to touch on squad building challenges now, because there's some advice for this. This is where you'll find live player SBCs, which we can't see at the minute because they're locked, because I haven't done the Foundations SBC yet, so I'll just showcase this really quickly. So on the Foundation SBC, these are, it's like a let's get started, let's keep going, let's move forward, League and Nation basics, and then you got 3 others. The early ones don't give you fantastic packs back, but you need to do them to be able to complete other SBCs. So I would do these. You can do these with the bronze players you have, and then these ones are a bit more tricky to do. I will recommend use Futbin, Futbin. If you go on there, you can find solutions to complete these. Sometimes the solutions will get a bit pricey because obviously everyone's using them, so it inflates the price on the market. But these involve chemistry and certain levels of squad building, but you get good packs from them, so I would do them when you can. Now, with that being said, we'll flick over to my main account just so I can fully show you all the stuff that's going to be locked because of, we have a next generation player. We'll open this because if you hop on the game now, actually you will get one of these, and it's probably worth showing you because there's, I think it's 6 players you can get. There's an Mbappe there, but he's a 4-star, 3-star, 86 winger. Yeah, this is the Foot Ambassador loan thing, so you'll get someone like this. Obviously you can take on, see everything applies, get them into 1 contract, and then use them to friendlies. Same applies here for icons. We'll take Pele for the account. You could use him in 2 rivals games if you want it, then keep one of the games to use him in all of the friendlies. And you might have something like this here. So this is gold players. This is the next generation player pack. You get this if you log into the game. I think it's the 2nd week of January, I believe. You'll get this. Some of them aren't great, like there's a Camavinga, there's Pulisic, who are very low rated, but is a free player to get into the club. If you get Theo Hernandez, I think that's your best shout, which we've got Mbappe in this account. Well then, so as I was saying, this Mbappe is not as good as his normal card in the game. He's got lower skill moves on weak foot, his stats aren't as good, but he's solid up. I think Theo Hernandez, who's an 85 left back, you can get, is probably the best shout, but we've packed an Mbappe on this account. It's good to showcase you guys that you could get him as well. Okay guys, so now that we're back on my main account, we can actually have a look at the full squad building challenges, the SBCs for short. So there's an all section, but I kind of like to go through it, each section as you can. If you press Y on any SBC, it adds it to your favorites as well. But you do have live to kick things off, and this is where you'll see basically every SBC in the game. Typically it'll give it in the most recent order. So you can see here we've got some winter wildcard player SBCs that are out. These are always here for limited times. So example 5 days, 6 days. Once they expire, you can never get them again. I'll say very quickly, don't get dragged into completing every SBC that comes in the market. EA would love that because then it entices you to then also put on FIFA points, which you should also steer clear off unless you have like a lot of funds to do it and it's a casual, enjoyable experience. You don't need to do them, and I'll showcase that in a second when we look through my players. But these players are here. You don't have to complete them all. So I'm going to leave these 2, but I have recently completed some, which we'll look through. You then have the foundation SBCs, which we discussed. We have swaps, so here's like the icon swaps, give you an idea what you can get. I've already taken 2 of the fodder packs. There's a whole lot of icons you can pick from. You can get packs, You've got Overmars there, you've got Del Piero, and even all the way up at the end, the final player you could get is a Wayne Rooney. Then there's also swap tokens for watching FGS events. So you link your EA account, your Twitch account. If you watch the event, you can get tokens, and then you can get packs back from that. You have League SBCs, which I've started a couple, but I haven't finished because they can be a little bit expensive sometimes. But this is a grind really good to get into. I would probably recommend watching someone like Nepenthes to get an idea for his League SBC grind. I personally don't do it that much because I can't do this full time. I work full time. I've got a lot on, so I basically get to play the game. I don't get to play the menu too much. But you can do this. It can be a really good way to get packs back, get a lot of different players in your just in your club, and then like the likes of this gives you a mega pack back, which is a decent pack, and you might get a good pull from it. There are icon SBCs in general as well, so EA will sometimes release players. Most recently they released Vieira and Roy Keane SBCs. These are typically close to what they cost on the market, but you'll find from playing the game, if you're new into it, that you can typically, like an SBC that's 1 million coins versus a player on the market for 1 million coins, the SBC will be easier to achieve because you'll get a fodder in your club to help complete it. And then there's upgrade packs. So the minute you've got like the bronze, these ones are always here. There's bronze upgrade, silver upgrade, gold upgrade, foot champions upgrade, and then the foot champions premium upgrade. But you can also then get, they don't go into the upgrade section, they're in the live section. You get likes of upgrade player picks, which are worth doing when you can. So that's all the SBCs discussed. We'll flick into the store quickly just so I can sort of explain the not spending FIFA points. Now you may see 100 FIFA points on my account. This account is actually a Road to Glory, and when you order the Ultimate Edition they give you some FIFA points. So but outside of that, I wouldn't recommend spending. Like, you can open this Ultimate pack here. It's 2,500 FIFA points, which works out, I think it's between 25 and 30 pounds for a singular pack of 30 players, and the chances are you're not going to get much from it. Okay, maybe every now and then you'll get a good player, but I would stay clear of these. Typically, well, they're not good value. It's a rip-off. It's a money-making scheme from EA. I would stay clear, and we'll show my squad now. If we go to my club and look at like all the players, it does involve some pack luck as well, and also putting a bit of time into the game. Obviously I make content in the game. I typically play foot champs, and sometimes just, I was gonna say, because I work full time, I've not always played all my rivals games. This is quite a realistic Road to Glory, with a bit of pack luck thrown in. Okay, so to see all my players, I need to go to the transfer list and flick through that way. So this is where you can search for people. You can go in the transfer market, search for players, consumables, club items, everything like that. Transfer list where you add players up, and then you can add them to your transfer targets. I'll have a look at all of my players here. We'll put them on value high to low. So these are all loans, and as you can see, I'm trying to leave at least one game on them so I can use them in friendlies. And this is the start of my players from value of high to low and not rating high to low. So there's all these promo cards here. These I've all bought off the market with coins I've had from getting packs back. As you can see, actually it might be easier if I go on to just the high to low, because a lot of my stuff's untradeable. You got like Robertson, Son, Werner, almost, I think it was almost 1 million coins in a pack. Modric currently in packs. All of these guys are untradeable. That's why I've kept them. I can't sell them. I would have sold them and got the coins in, but still, it gives you great squad building opportunities. You got a Mane there. You've got a pack Genoa from a hero pack that came out. Verratti was an SBC. Koulibaly an SBC, one of the best centre backs in the game. Even his goal is still great. Fakir was an SBC, Politano was an SBC. So this is what I'm saying, I pick and choose the SBCs. There's some I wasn't going to do, I have done. The Vinicius Junior SBC expires soon, but even then, if his inform card's fantastic. So even the face this here, I know it's not necessarily the craziest. Awar is still in packs, still available as an SBC actually. So complete him if you're getting the game. He's 150k. He's a player that can play anywhere in the midfield on the attack for you and will last for a good few months. Definitely worth picking up. As I said, it's not the craziest like say collection of players. A lot of them are like E5s, but because we're at that stage of the game and that's where the power curve's at, you know, like this is I'm not someone who has bought FIFA points. I get my rewards and that's it, and I've got a solid option for my club, and there's a lot of players I can pick and choose from. I think I've given enough info and insight into little bits here. I'll try and not have it be a crazy long video for you guys. That sort of shows everything you needed to know about how you make your club and give you a bit of insight into like the layout of the menus this year in case you had any questions. Now we'll go through each game mode really quickly for you. I'll primarily focus on squad battles, division rivals and foot champions, and then we'll skim over the other game modes very quickly. Squad battles is all offline. I don't play it unless I need to for icon swaps, in which case I have. So typically there'll be 4 teams here as your opponents listed, and then there'll be featured teams. Featured teams will be normally a celebrity or an influencer of some sort will give a team to EA. They'll be here for the week, and then this is the team of the week that you can play against. You can press X or I think it's square on PlayStation to update opponents if there's no squads there you like and you want to get a lower rated team to play against. Just remember, you see on the top, my webcam's blocking actually, before above where it says 4-3-3-2, the big formation on the screen, it tells me I've played 37 or 40 matches. That's because I've been refreshing to get lower rated squads for icon swaps. But if I were to update this, it would then say I've completed 40 or 40 and I can't get points for playing the matches anymore. You can track your rank here and it'll track top 200 and stuff, but this isn't a big focus point. Squad battles can be a good way to get started. I would recommend playing at the start when you get your team. Obviously, as you've seen the team earlier, it's like bronzes and everything. If you play a few squad battle matches, get some coins in and be able to buy some players, you'll be in a really good spot. Division Rivals is one of the big ones this year, but they've made the reward much easier to obtain. So I'm currently in Division 2. I was in the Elite Division, but every season that comes along, you get demoted 2 divisions if you're in the Elite Division. So every season, once I hit Elite, when it resets, I'll go to 2 and have to work my way back up. The biggest thing to sort of keep in point here is you'll see on the weekly rewards is 3 wins needed. Then there's a reward upgrade that will be another 4 wins. So basically, once you get 7 wins, you get your reward upgrade for the week. And that's what you want to try and get. You want the minimum of 3, otherwise you'll get no packs. But you want to get the reward upgrade because that's whenever you get good packs back. There's also a milestone, and this isn't for winning, this is merely for playing the game. So you go for 20, 50 and 90. The higher the division you are, the more you get back from this. It's here for 40 days. You can get, if you play 1 or 2 games a day, on average you'll get the 90. Last month I only got the 50 because I've been very busy. But you get the gist. This gives you packs, easy to do. And that's Rivals really. And then you can flick over to Champions in this menu, but I don't want to use the shortcuts. I want to show you guys how to do it properly. You got Foot Champs. I'd say Rivals is probably like the most generic, easy to hop into mode because it's available all the time, all week. Foot Champions, there's playoffs for, and then there's the finals. They actually recently reworked the rewards as well, so it's not going to take too much for you guys. Yeah, they recently reworked the rewards as well, so you actually get better rewards now. I can't show you the playoffs thing now because I'm currently in the finals. But the playoffs, now you need to win 4 of 10 games to get enough points to then qualify for the finals. And then the finals, you have 20 games to play, and there's a mix of rewards you can get. So as you can see, I'm aiming really to get a minimum of a rank 5, I think is the aim. I want to try and get rank 5. I'm 6 and 4 at the minute. The team's been a bit iffy, so rank 4 would be ideal. I'm going to play and hopefully get rank 5, and that's whenever you, I think you auto re-qualify for the next weekend. But yeah, Foot Champs is probably the most competitive game mode. Rivals, when you get high up the skill ratings, is competitive as well. For Foot Champs, you get player picks of the current team of the week, and you get some good packs back as well. Also, whenever we're streaming at the start of 2022, it'll be a lot of Foot Champs gameplay you see with a little bit of Rivals. Friendlies, as we're saying, this is typically for objectives. You can just play friendlies against friends and stuff like that, and if you want to for a bit of fun, but typically you use them for objectives. There's single player draft, which I wouldn't recommend spending coins to enter. It costs 15,000 coins to enter a draft, or you can use a token. If you're going to play offline, probably just play squad battles. But the online draft, once you get good at the game, can be a really good way to get packs back. It's basically, it starts you in like what would be around the 16, and then if you win that, you go to the quarterfinal, win that, semi-final, win that, final. The further you get, more games you win, the more rewards you receive. But that should do us. That sort of shows everything with getting started on FIFA Ultimate Team, I hope. If there is any question you guys do have, please just leave a comment. I'll keep an eye on it and I'll reply as best as I can. I am this week going to be working on getting my Discord set up as well, so if you check my Twitter link below, you'll find the link to the Discord on that Twitter once it goes live. You can hop in there and ask me questions whenever you need to. But that's everything. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, greatly appreciate it. Once again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. Hope you get on well with the game. Hopefully you get some good rewards early on and get a nice pack pull and really help with the team building. Finally, I recommend doing a road to glory. Try not to spend FIFA points. Obviously if you can and you want to and you got the funds to, that's up to you, but you don't need to buy FIFA points to succeed in this game. You can build good teams, which I'll showcase in squad builders that I release. I'll do some big expensive squad builders, but I'll also do cheap ones to keep it a bit more realistic and help you guys build fun, competitive teams. I'll see you in the next video, which will be Monday, for another custom tactics video. I'm going to take Christmas Day and Boxing Day off and chill a little bit. But I'll probably still, if any content does come out, I will post that on my TikTok and on my Twitter and possibly the TikTok as well. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have a good one. Goodbye.